At some point you'll be old, and at some point you'll die. And I know that might be a crazy way to start a video off, but those are just my thoughts. Right now I'm in Istanbul. It is 5:51 a.m. Pulled in pretty much an all-nighter. Just working on stuff. And yeah, those are my thoughts. I can tell you what sparked those thoughts, and I don't know what this video is going to be titled or anything, but I think you listening to this will give you some great insights into me as a person, and maybe it will get you thinking about your own life and your own perspective on life. So, it was a crazy journey for me to come to this point where I'm at right now. But today, in the morning, I went to the cemetery because I visited my dad, buried here in Istanbul, which was one of the reasons why I came here in the first place, besides just working here. And when I was at the cemetery and when I was at my dad's grave, it just hit me, right? Like, yes, I know, like, everybody will die, and death is part of life, essentially. Life doesn't exist without death, but I was there and I was like, fuck, like, what are we doing this all for, man? Like, I know we're all trying to build businesses, we're all trying to make money, but at the end of the day, you'll end up there, and I'll be right next, buried in that same grave. Like, fuck. This man, when I was standing in front of the grave, I was like, this man worked all of his life to build something for his family. My dad, he came as an immigrant to Germany. Okay, he didn't know the language. I think he came when he was 18, 19. Didn't really know the language. Came here and just worked his ass off. Okay, he worked at a factory. He worked at Mercedes factory in the assembly line, and he worked the night shift. So he was working, I think he went to work at like 9, 10 p.m. Worked until like 6, 7. Then when he came back, he drove me to school. And then when my school was out of town as well. And so he drove me like 30 minutes to school, sleepy as hell. And then instead of just driving back, he actually slept in the car, waited for me until 4 p.m. until my school was done. And then only after that, he slept in the car. He took me back home. And in a couple hours, he, started the cycle again. I don't know why he did that. I was like in 5th grade or something. I have no idea why he sacrificed all that. That's crazy. I don't even know if I would, can't imagine me doing that for my son. It's crazy. I would tell him to take the fucking train. But essentially what I'm trying to say is that man sacrificed so much for me to be here. And he did all that. He built so much in the 25 years he was, an adult and in Germany and, working. And, but he's still there. He's still in the grave. Like, he still ended up there. He built something amazing. He built something that I want to 100x, that I want to make something even greater of. But at the end of the day, he still ended up in that grave. And I just don't know. I think I just don't even know what the point entirely of this video is. But that got me thinking even more. I know one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this and building something and building businesses is to make my dad proud. That was like one of my life goals when he was alive. Obviously, then he died when I was 17. So when he died, then that kind of still carried on, but it kind of gets lost. I haven't been here in like years. And then when I saw the grave again, I was like, yeah, I know why I'm doing this. I don't care if you see this or not. I'm gonna finish the job. The job's not finished. The job is nowhere near finished. But it's crazy, man. Yeah, we're gonna end up there. I think what my goal is at least what I took away from it, okay, is he took what he had and he made something amazing out of it. He built something for us. Especially with the tools he was given under the circumstances he was in. My goal in this life, honestly, is to just take what that man gave me, 100x it, 200x it, I don't care, like multiply it, make something amazing out of it, incredible for my future family, and then teach my kids the same way he taught me to take that 100x it. And if you can just sustain it over a couple of generations, the impact you will have on this world, which, whether or not that is actually meaningful is up to debate, but the impact that you will have on this world will be incredible, because not only will you affect your children, but you will affect the children who will affect their children who will affect their children, and no one knows how far that will go on, but that will probably lead to a lot of impact on this world, because all of these children will have children. So essentially, just like my dad was in our family line, I'm trying to be that person in the line, and basically in the family tree, that makes that big change. That changes everything for everybody. And I guess the problem is that hard times create strong men, and good times create weak men. I think that was how it was being said, but I just don't know how this is going to go on. Obviously, once you have the wealth, it's just there's no hunger for the children. But I think I'm going to instill that somehow. But essentially, I just realized, man, I'm just going to take that shit, take whatever the fuck he built and 100x, 200x it, make something amazing out of it, work my ass off. I don't care if it takes my whole life. And that also kind of then led me on to why most people quit. I thought about it. Why do most people quit? And I think that most people don't actually, yes, a lot of people want what comes with the business, which is, a lot of people want what comes from the business, which is money. And this, being able to be in Istanbul on the 44th floor, seeing the whole freaking city, and just working for 2 weeks, straight, just working. This is having work trips, eating really fucking good food. I don't know, just doing whatever the fuck you want. Okay, spending without having to look at how much you're spending. Giving back to your family. I know you want all these things. But I feel like most people don't want what's coming with it, which is the crazy amounts of pressure and stress that you will end up in. Okay, it's just inevitable. And I think a lot of people crumble under that. And I think that's one of my biggest advantages. And it might be one of yours, because I'm the type of person that I'm at the point where I need that stress. I need it, okay? I love it. Fuck, I need to feel that, okay? And I think that's what differentiates the very, very successful people, which I'm not nowhere near there yet. I have a long fucking way to go. But from my observations, that's sometimes what differentiates very successful people from people who are not as successful. And I think I have some kind of a valid opinion on this, because I'm helping people become successful, right? I'm helping people build businesses. I'm consulting people to build their dream businesses, and I've worked with so many people, and I know that the biggest factor is that you like that stress. Do you love it? Do you love the pressure? Do you know that if you go into this, and if you have those insane lows that you will have, insane lows, you'll have the craziest highs, because the lower the lows, the higher the highs. Do you understand that concept? Or do you really just are you really just here to make 10K a month, fuck off to Bali, be at a beach, and I don't know, sip cocktails, bro? I have no idea what you want to do there. But if that's really what you want, then it's amazing. I hope you'll get it, and I hope you'll be happy with it. But I think if you really want to become successful, then that's not what you're here for. And you have a way bigger reason why, and I have some other reasons maybe that I didn't mention here, but you have a lot of a bigger reason. You want that pain. You don't want to settle for nothing. Okay, you achieve your goal, next thing. Achieve your goal, next thing. And obviously, maybe when I'm older, I'm like, fuck, this was all not worth it. I'm 40, 50, 60, 70 years old now. What was this all for? But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. The person that you become by going through these phases is worth it alone. Okay, it's worth it, man. When I look back a couple years ago, when I was that kid, they were stuttering, couldn't talk for shit, couldn't sell nothing, bro. Fuck, I couldn't sell eyesight. I couldn't sell eyesight to a blind person, bro. Fuck, I was bad. But yeah, I couldn't do shit, man, and I couldn't talk. I didn't even really know how to speak English. I didn't know nothing about business. I was overwhelmed when starting, and now I know so much more. I have so much more to learn. but the person you become. And I just realized it because I think this is one of the factors one of the things that will make you realize, damn, it's too late, that will make you realize how much you actually changed, is when you haven't seen certain people, like family, in a long time. For example, I haven't been in Istanbul like 2.5, 3 years. Some of the people you haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. When you come back then, and the perception, like the way you interact with these people is totally different. The way they perceive you is totally different. It's not the most important thing. I really don't care about that much, but I just realized, wow, like the last time I was here I was a whole different person. I don't even know how these people recognize me. So it was just a ramble session, honestly, man. I just don't know what the fuck I even just said, but just some thoughts, some 6 a.m. thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this or not. I'm sleepy as hell. I'll have a flight in 5 hours, 6 hours, I think, like 12 p.m. I gotta get out of here like 10:30 a.m. So like 4 hours from now. But yeah, back to Germany, back to work, back on the grind. Like I don't care. I just wanna do this. I have the urge to just build something amazing. And I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to fuck off to no Bali. I don't want to be at no fucking beaches. I don't want to be doing no fucking traveling. Okay? I just want to be locked in my room and build the fuck out of this shit, bro. But the greatest thing that is in this market, looking around, now maybe this sounds a little crazy, but looking around, okay, I see that the space is ass. Okay? I see that a lot of people are doing some bullshit. They're selling shit. They're charging a lot. And it's not great. Okay? And I think I slowly have all the skills that I need and the people that I need to build something much greater. And that's my goal. I'm not here to make a little bit of money, make a couple 100,000, make a few million and fuck off. That's what I'm not here for. And I think this is obviously a video in my very, very early stages, and this video went into 30 different topics. It's crazy. But I think now my thoughts are kind of just like, I know this is a video in my early stages, and I might look back at this video and I'm like, fuck, you did it. And I'm already looking back and thinking that, but I mean, like, really, you did it. And that's getting different. But yeah, I thought maybe I did one of those videos earlier, like 2 years ago. I did a video where I was like, yeah, you can make 10K a month, this and that, and I hit it. And when I look back, I was like, yeah, I made it. But I think this one is going to be a bigger one. And this might take a few years. I don't give a fuck. As I said, even if it takes my whole life, I'm going to build something amazing. I don't know. I have an idea of what it can be. But I have to work on it to really realize what it will be. But yeah, man, I mean, if this video got you thinking in some kind of way, got you inspired in some kind of direction, I don't know, but if it helped you with anything, I'm glad it did. If it didn't, my bad, I'm sorry. If it put you into an existential crisis, then I'm also sorry, but I hope it didn't. But I guess the last thing I want to share is like the thing I began the video with, which is that we are all gonna die. And that's a fact. And don't know what you believe in and all that, and it doesn't in this video, that doesn't really matter. On this topic, it doesn't matter, really. The fact is that you do have this one life. Okay, you might have something afterward. I don't know what you believe in. Okay, but the fact is, you right now, you have this one life that you are in at the moment. And even if there is something afterwards, if you believe in that, whether you do, you're not, I don't know. It's not going to be like this one. Okay. So, be the best person you can be in this life. When I say best person, I mean like honest, bro. Like, keep your dignity. Fuck money. Okay? Make your money, but keep your dignity. Be the best person you can be. Know that you will die. Think about the impact. Again, whether or not that will really be meaningful. Think about the impact that you will leave on the world. Okay? When you die in your bed, you don't think about should have hit that much money, should have made that much. You'll think about what people you impacted and how you feel about it. And so yeah, be the best person you can be. Take some fucking risks, bro. Like if you're really still in, like, I don't know, uni, or in a job, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you can do better than that. Okay, you can. I know how hard it is. I was in that position, but you can do a lot better than that. Come on. Okay, take a fucking risk. You're gonna die regardless. But yeah, man. My thoughts. February 21st, 2025, 6 a.m. in Istanbul. Don't know what the title is, but I hope this makes it on YouTube. And catch you guys in hopefully some of the next videos where I have more sleep. Take care. Peace out.